Hi guys, hope everyone is doing fine, staying healthy and eating delicious food like this. This is my favorite one-pot seafood rice dish. It's called paella. Stick around and I'll show you how I make it. It's Caribbean ducks and I'm glad you can be here with me. I'm back in the kitchen to share another recipe with you guys. So please remember to share, like, and subscribe. Caribbean ducks. So we're gonna get started. This is our 1 pack of seafood mix. This has got calamari, clams, shrimp, all kinds of good stuff. It's got bits and pieces of fish. We have baby clams and we have mussels. So we're gonna need a long grain rice. This is my favorite rice to use. This is basmati long grain brown rice. It cooks well. And here we have it. This is our seafood mix. We have clams, oyster, mussels. We're gonna need bell peppers, piece of celery stalk, onion, tomato, garlic, thyme, and of course something to spice it up. And we're gonna need some Spanish chorizo along with some chopped scallion, some olive oil, and some my annatto oil that I made from fresh annatto from my garden. Like always, I'm gonna use some of the stuff from my garden as I cook. A little bit of salt. You're gonna need a heavy bottom pan. If you don't have one of those paella pan, find a nice heavy bottom pan. And we're gonna start off by cutting our chorizo up. This is our Spanish style chorizo that's been cured with roasted peppers. It's so flavorful and delicious. We're gonna chop it up into little bits, just like so. And then we're going with our tomatoes, maybe 2 or 3 tomatoes. And just remember guys, we add into the layers of flavors. Even though these ingredients are simple, we're gonna make it flavorful, because we're doing with natural ingredients, say none of that powder stuff. So I guarantee you that it's gonna be better. Now we're going with our bell peppers. About 2 bell peppers are good. The green one is what I grow in my garden. The red one is store-bought. Remove the middle, take the white part out, take the seeds out, and just dice it up into small pieces. And here we have it for the peppers. Now we're going with a couple of stalks of celery. Traditionally, this is called a sofrito. Garlic, onion, peppers, tomatoes is what made up sofritos. And I'm adding to the layers. Mince your garlic, about 5 cloves of large garlic. And we're gonna kick it up a notch. We're going in with some heat. Since this is a really hot pepper from my garden, I know how hot it is. I'm gonna go in with just half of it, just for flavor. This is one of my Scotch bonnet pepper that I grow. And gotta be careful how we handling that. Now we're gonna go in with a bunch of thyme. About 2 tablespoons equivalent of thyme. And here we have it. All of our basic ingredients nice and cut up into small pieces. and ready to be used. Now we're gonna go in with some lemon. Just crush your lemon right over your seafood. We're gonna give it a quick rinse in a minute. But the lemon gives it flavor and it also takes out some of the rankness. So gently wash it. Now we're gonna wash our rice as well. This is a cup and a half of long grain brown basmati rice, my favorite, as I said before. And we're gonna rinse it out till the water run clear. Now we're gonna heat up our heavy bottom pan, preferably if you have cast iron or some thick metal that distribute the heats well. Got everything prepared. Now we're gonna go in with a bit of olive oil, about 2 teaspoons of olive oil that we're gonna heat up and bring to temperature. And we're gonna go in with our chorizo, Spanish chorizo. If you can get those at your ethnic grocery store, those are the best. But it's optional as well. But it adds to the layer of flavor. So we wanna crisp that up just for a couple of minutes. And now we're gonna go in with 3 teaspoonful of my annatto oil. And this recipe calls for saffron, but I believe my annatto oil is so much better. The saffron doesn't have taste or flavor. My annatto oil do have flavor and taste. And now we're going with all our chopped vegetables and seasoning. And we're gonna saute this for a few minutes. We wanna get all those oils and flavors going. So we're gonna heat them up and saute in the oils. Give it a good mix and a good turn once in a while. And keep it on medium heat. Beautiful color, right? Beautiful taste also. It's smelling awesome in the kitchen. And I bet it's gonna taste even better. So now we're gonna go in with some chopped scallion. I'm gonna save a bit for the garnish at the end. And I'm gonna cover it down, let it steam. After a couple of minutes, we're starting to cook here. What we're trying to do is build up that flavor. And the best part of this is making that crust on the bottom. When it char on the bottom and you get that beautiful crust, that's the best part of this dish. So we build it on that. And we're gonna add some of our seafood at this time and give it a nice toss. I just went in with my mixed seafood, the calamari, the squid, mussels and clams. Now I'm going in with the rice. I'm not gonna add any liquid as yet. Now I'm gonna go in with some of my green Caribbean seasoning. This is my all-purpose Caribbean green seasoning. I went in with about 2 teaspoons of that. And we're gonna give this a nice mix. Make sure the rice is all coated. A little bit of black pepper. A little bit of kosher salt. And we're gonna go in with a little bit of salt at this time. And we're gonna taste as we go along so we can add more salt as needed. Make sure to give it a good mix, because once we mix everything together and get it all incorporated and we add our liquids, we're not gonna mix anymore. This is one of those this all pot dish that we mix at the beginning, and once it starts bubbling and cooking and we add our water, we're not gonna mix much. We're just gonna let it cook and infuse and bring out all the flavors. So we add just a little bit of water, enough to cover the rice. And now we're gonna make it all nice and pretty. Gonna add the rest of the seafood. Cover it down. Let everything cook on very slow, low heat. And let it simmer and cook that rice. This is what we're working with, guys. Check it out. And now we're just gonna give it a little nudge. We're not gonna mix it. Give it a little nudge to make sure that it's not burning on the bottom. And we're not gonna interfere with this anymore. I'm gonna cover it down, and the key to this is cooking it on low heat. Here it is, guys. We're all finished. This is my seafood paella, one of my favorite seafood all-in-one. So delicious. Now we garnish with the rest of the scallion and ready to plate. It's smelling so good, I can't wait to dig in. Yummy. Here it is, guys. So keep it with a theme. Since this is a Spanish originated dish, I'm gonna use some Spanish olives, some avocado, and we're ready to enjoy one of the most delicious meal, paella. Hope you guys like this recipe. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. I appreciate you watching, and have a blessed day. It's Caribbean Ducks.